Welcome everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the Zimbabwean dollar. You know, it's a very up and down, so Zimbabwean dollar. We do this show every day, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the Zimbabwean dollar, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else. And how you doing, guys? Are you doing well? In today's show, we're gonna look at what's happening in Bitcoin. Bitcoin managed to hold above the certain moving averages. You know, it did not drop down. What is worrying me though, it's that altcoins are bleeding like big time right now versus Bitcoin, and everything right now is down 2 to 5% or something like that, while Bitcoin is actually only down minus 0.9%. We're also gonna talk about the inflation numbers that are coming out tomorrow. I think it's not gonna be bad. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think it's gonna be that bad. CPI numbers, interest rate, and I think there is one more thing that is coming out tomorrow, something like that. So we're gonna talk about a little bit about that, and the prospect of bounce or dump, stuff like that. Who's in the chat, man? Finally, yeah. This is my what's up. Good morning, Jay. How are you doing? Crypto Russ, good morning, Mladen. We gotta know. Jay made some 2.9 million ape coin short, entry 45, exit 391. Nice, very nice. Don't use on the dollar. Yeah, Zimbabwean dollar, man. Techno Vikings morning. How you doing, man? Good morning. What's up, Anjur? What are the sentiment? That intro is so long, mate. Mladen Petrov says, it's been 10 minutes for years now, so it is 10 minutes intro. I need that time, from I click the start stream button, I need 10 minutes, chill a little bit down. All I want for Christmas, 10k Bitcoin. George is bearish. BNB check. Yeah, I saw somebody post in the Telegram chat that Ben Armstrong, the big Bitboy crypto, is bullish on BNB. So there is that. Guys, what are we gonna talk about today? The green candle up here. The green candle that happened yesterday bounced off of the 10 moving average. Sorry, 20 moving average up here on the support. We went down to the support down here, 16.8. We bounced nicely. We did not close below the channel. We are still in the channel, but we are getting pushed by the trend line over here. Just a second. Oh, that had to come out. So we are getting pushed by the trend line over here. We are still in the channel, but we did not break down the channel. Now the Bitcoin did not break down, but altcoins are still bleeding on the downside, which kind of get me a little bit worried, because I've seen before when altcoins are bleeding big time and Bitcoin is kind of holding on to something, it usually means that Bitcoin will eventually also follow the altcoins, at least from my experience. Let's look at a little bit of Bitcoin dominance up here. You'll see up here that Bitcoin dominance is skyrocketing up here. This is on the daily time frame. Bitcoin dominance is skyrocketing, so Bitcoin is holding well while altcoins are actually dying big time right now. So Bitcoin is actually Bitcoin is right now going a little bit sideways up here, but altcoins are definitely dying big time over here. So the question is, will we get this double button up here? This double button looks like it's confirmed. Looks like Bitcoin is gonna outperform altcoins as well, all the way to the top up here, 200 moving average or something like that. So it might actually do another move towards the upside when it comes to the dominance, and the dominance still holding very nicely. Let's just zoom in a little bit up here on the dominance on the weekly time frame. I haven't actually checked this out. I'm just looking at it right now. I just want to see one thing up here. There are two levels when it comes to altcoin dominance. Sorry, Bitcoin dominance up here. This is a very important trend line to break. You can see up here there are two lines up here. Two lines. Maybe something like this should be a line. Yeah, maybe some kind of secondary channel up here, but you can see here the 50 moving average up here. It's when we break this 50 moving average and Bitcoin skyrockets, this is when This is when you know, altcoins, you know, we might get you know, if Bitcoin goes towards the upside while dominance goes up, means, you know, Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins. But you know, there is still this 50 moving average on the weekly time frame that needs to be broken. But right now on the daily, on the weekly time frame, we are actually above the 10-20 moving average when it comes to dominance. But we did, you know, we did not break. So you know, we still got 5 days left on the on this candle over here. So you know, the question is, are we going to go all the way up to the resistance or not? You know, that's depends to be seen. But it does look like some kind of, you know, right now it does look like some kind of double bottom is being made up here. You know, it needs to break this level up here. So you know, will we go all the way up to the resistance up here and break this towards the upside? That's, you know, depends to be seen. That depends to be seen. Bitcoin on CME future chart right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th week in green, still in green. Over here we're still not above 10-20 moving average, and you can see here 10-20 moving average up here holding us nicely in a downtrend over here. But this to me looks like it's exhaustion pattern still, and any kind of exhaustion pattern, you know, they tend to have a more probability towards the upside. So the question is, are we gonna more you know, are we gonna go down to 10k or something like that up here, this 10k down here, 10k and then bounce, or was the 15k down here at the bottom up here and we're gonna go towards the upside? But it doesn't look that bad when you look at Bitcoin, but when you look at altcoins, it does look actually very, very bad. Make a channel on Bitcoin dominance. Let me check that out. Channel on Bitcoin dominance. Look in the group. That channel, okay. You can just show it here. Yeah, it looks like it's some kind of button. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, very nice touches on the downside. You got only 2 touches on the upside up here. There is a very nice midline up here, at least 1 time, 2 times up here confirmed. So it looks like we are creating some kind of bottom down here right now. It might actually go towards the upside. Now the big question, of course, is when you're looking at dominance, whether the dominance is gonna, you know, crap the altcoins or not, right? The thing is, if Bitcoin continues towards the upside, if Bitcoin continues towards the upside up here, you know, altcoins can also continue towards the upside, and you can still have good dominance going towards the upside, right? So the dominance is just telling, you know, performance of altcoins versus Bitcoin, but it doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to go up or down. You know, dominance can, where is the dominance? Dominance can continue going towards the upside up here, while Bitcoin is actually, Bitcoin actually goes down. Because if Bitcoin goes down, but altcoins goes down more than Bitcoin, the dominance will still rise. The dominance will still rise. So there's that, right? There's that. Let's look a little bit more about on the Bitcoin up here on the chart. We see that, you know, 16.8 support did hold, 16.2 and 15.8. We did not come down to those levels again. This 1-2 times right now coming down to here. Are we gonna have another third move down here after tomorrow's numbers? That depends. That depends. So we're gonna see. But you know, when you look at the chart, it kind of doesn't look that bad. I know this rising channel still needs to break on the downside, but probability is towards the downside as long as we are. I mean, we are in fact holding, and you can see up here. You know, we made several pivot points on downside. We made some nice supports on the downside, and this this move up here got, you know, broken bullishly towards the upside. So we have broken bullishly towards the upside. Over here we had 2 bullish engulfing candles above the especially this one above the, you know, above the resistance without any kind of divergence or anything like that. Right now we're still consolidating up here in the channel. The question is, will this bounce or not? So it is a little bit hard to say. It is a little bit hard to say. I'm trying to keep, you know, the optimism up. I'm trying to keep the bullish, because you see right now we are still, you know, some way away from the 10 and 20 moving average. So, you know, some kind of moves up here towards the upside. Some kind of moves towards the upside are definitely possible. Now, just because they are possible doesn't mean that they are going to happen. We also got here, I did not actually see this, but we got this doji candle up here on the top up here, which is a very bearish candle on the weekly time frame. So we got a big engulfing candle with a doji candle up. So this might be evening star doji up here, where we drop down back down to 16k down here again, create some kind of, maybe even down lower up here to 15k or 15.8. If we create this, you know, this divergence up here, that might actually be very nice, and then, you know, towards the upside. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. And I think we're gonna know tomorrow. Tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm a little bit unsure when the numbers are out, but tomorrow or Wednesday the numbers should be out. So when it comes to the inflation numbers, I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Today, it's today are the numbers. Where is today the numbers? Where is the thing that he posted yesterday that I showed on the stream? There is it. When are the numbers? Tuesday, it's today. US CPI numbers. And then a firm rate decision at 19. So the CPI numbers, headline core 0.3, year-on-year 6.1. That's the last time. No, that's expected. I don't know if it's expected. Estimates was going to be SBF testify at House hearing. I don't know. I just heard somebody post that SBF is FPS is arrested. I think I read that. So you know, I'm wondering. I mean, when he's still like 10 billion, I mean, there will be people coming after you. So I don't know what kind of protection you have. That, you know, you did something wrong, somebody will be coming. But you know, I don't want to get into that because I don't understand. You know, the whole thing about FTX, SBF, and so forth, what's happening there. Yeah, you know, this thing is gonna go for a long time. Just like, you know, the Luna thing and the CEO of the Luna thing. You know, it's still going on. You know, the guy is still, you know, under investigation and so forth. So you know, it's gonna last for a bit while. But you know, everybody is right now forgot about, you know, Luna, and everybody's focusing on FTX. But you know, at one point everybody will forget about FTX and SBF as well. So there is that. But the CPI numbers, consumer price index, and the firm rate decision, these are the big ones, right? And then you got after, you know, Wednesday is the firm rate decision, but today is the CPI numbers. The CPI numbers. Let's go up here. Just a second. Let's see up here. CPI forecast. This is the inflation, core inflation rate, and they are expecting it to, you know, to go down from to 6.1 or 6.2. So I think this is gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you why. But CPI forecast. Let's see up here. Trading consumer price index forecast. You can just say US. There we go. Now these numbers are quite large. This is 30, this is today. Forecast 299, so a little bit towards upside, but you know, how much is that gonna affect us? Because we've been rising every single time. Over here we hit some kind of plateau, and right now we are rising a little bit again. So we're coming to this, you know, 300 number, whatever that means. But you know, it is going. We are just interested in, does it go up or does it go down? Can you see this MAX chart up here? I mean, the CPI has always been going up. Sometimes it's been going up faster, but you know, it's been, you know, since 1988, it's been, you know, steadily going towards upside. So right now over here, it is still going towards upside, but you know, I don't think that might have that big of a decision. The only thing that can actually affect the CPI numbers, if it's a lot larger than these two numbers, right? If it's like 300 or something, like 301, 302 or something like that, 300, that can affect. But if it's in the range up here, I don't think it's gonna have a big effect. I don't think it's gonna have a big effect on that. Last core inflation last time 6.6, right now, sorry, previous 6.6, last time 6.3. So it's going down. So as long as the inflation goes, core inflation goes down, it might be nice. Consumer price index has been rising steadily towards the upside. Over here, inflation rate went from 8.2 to 7.7, so I think its inflation rate is going to come down a little bit. So here's the thing, reason I don't think the CPI numbers are going to be bad, and the reason is that inflation goes up when everybody, you know, kicks up the prices. Now everybody already raised the prices for 2022, so we are coming to the end of the year. So people are just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen next year, right? So nobody's rising prices. Everybody's trying to hold price, even though the inflation might, you know, be affecting their, you know, buying prices. They're still not rising prices as much as they should be rising price, because they're waiting to see if the inflation should go down. Now it's been 2020. People, you know, everybody, you know, already, you know, got kicked with the fear, and they rose prices. So inflation, you know, went, you know, stupidly up, and I don't think it's gonna happen anymore this year. Next year it might happen, but right now I don't think it's gonna happen, because everybody who wanted to, you know, rise the prices already rose, you know, went up in the prices, and I don't think it's gonna be bad. So I don't think inflation is gonna be that bad. If the only thing right now, and I think the you know, FOMC meeting tomorrow will actually reflect that, when they say that inflation is going to, they're raising a rising inflation rate only by 0.5 or something like that. I don't think it's going to be 0.75, because there is no reason to do that right now, especially if the inflation is going down, and they've been saying. So unless he comes out in a press conference and says, you know, we know it's going down, but we want it, you know, to speed up the process of this going down, and that's why we are going to, you know, 75 or 100 or something like that. I don't think we are going. I don't think inflation. I don't think the interest rate is gonna go that much up. So I think the interest rate is gonna stay at 0.5. I think the inflation will be down. The CPI numbers will definitely be a little bit up, but I don't think they're gonna be that much up as well. I'm a little bit unsure about CPI numbers, but if it's not above 299 or above some kind of forecast, so there seems to be nothing that's actually that very, very bad. Now the problem is that the problem is that just because the numbers are not bad doesn't mean the price is not going to go down, because oftentimes something, you know, some good news will come out and people think, oh my god, this is bullish, and price dumps, and then they find some kind of reason for why it actually went down. So that might be happening. So I think the press conference is the most important. I don't think the inflation numbers, the CPI numbers, the interest rate numbers are that important, because I think people are going to get what they are expecting, and then they are going to look for, you know, the press conference for reasons for why we are bullish or bearish, because we are trying to predict the future, and we want to know what they are thinking about the next, you know, 3 to 6 months, what's going to happen. So how that's going to affect the markets, I'm a little bit unsure. And when you look at a Bitcoin chart, we are on the bottom of the channel, a rising channel towards upside, which should break on the downside. So although everything looks decently, you know, bullish up here, it looks like to me it's still gonna break on the downside. Like I just told you, like altcoins are definitely down big time. Ape went down 8%, Mana is down 3-4%, Sand is down 3%, Dogecoin is down 2%. Cardano is still bleeding on downside, like it's bleeding every time it comes down. Everything else is, you know, down 3% or something like that. Wave is down big time. XRP pulling down, failed to get above the resistance up here. Everything looks like, you know, altcoins are already, you know, moving towards downside. So I think this this move towards upside won't actually come all the way up here. Even though the numbers are not supposed to be that bad, I think we're gonna have the move down first. If we're gonna have the move towards upside, I think the move is gonna be down first and then up, not up and then down. So I think we're gonna, you know, have the numbers out, the stuff will start going down, and then for some reason there will come some kind of good news, and then we might actually, you know, bounce. So there might be that. JP Morgan CNBC is saying if the inflation comes in at 6.9, S&P will pump 10%. Yeah, they always have these kind of predictions. Last time they also had predictions where they said, you know, if the inflation is this that much, the S&P will dump down 10, 20 or 30%. So, you know, but I would take that very lightly. I'm long stocks and crypto, so praying for low inflation numbers. Do you like the low on 15K? Yeah, 15K is nice. I mean, 15.8K up here is very nice. These low 16.2, 15.8 is very nice. It's not daily. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Vanalesva, how you doing, man? You think FUD on Binance will affect the market? It might do that, but you know, the strongest exchange in crypto is Binance. In fact, they have a huge amount of liquidity. They have a CEO that knows what he's doing. He's been in the space for a very long time, and I think it's just fun when it comes to Binance, because if Binance falls, everything falls. Everything falls if Binance falls, and because it is the most biggest secure. So if Binance falls, literally everything else falls. That is, if Binance can fall, nothing can stay up. You understand? So I think it's just fun when it comes to Binance. Like if you said to me like it was Qcoin or Bybit or Coinbase or something like that, I'm saying it's possible. But Binance, I don't think it's probable. Everything is possible, but I don't think it's probable. BNB is on 265 now. Yeah, it is 265 now, but you know, it might be fun, it might be whatever. It's down 4%, but everything is down. Everything is down. If you look at a weekly time frame, it over here, we got no divergence or anything like that. So it can definitely fall through the support up here and go towards the downside. Question is how long that down. We got a, you know, now 194 on the weekly time frame up here. Very important support level. Are we going to go and touch that? Because we didn't touch it over here. I'm going to go and touch the 200 weekly moving average down here at 194. That kind of depends. 190 give or take. BNB. But it is strong as a chain. Like, you know, what do you have that's strong than Binance? Like nothing. There is literally Kraken, no. Coinbase, no. Binance is literally the strongest exchange in crypto. It is the market leader. If Binance falls, everything falls. So I don't think if something falls, it's not gonna be Binance. That's what I think. But I think, you know, even though we managed to, you know, bounce off of the 20 moving average up here, we did not break the trend up here towards the upside. We are still, you know, hugging this support. We can still go down. I think everything is right now waiting for the CPI numbers, for the FOMC interest rates numbers, so today, tomorrow is going to be very, very interesting day to see, you know, how this actually plays out. Very interesting day. Kraken's the only exchange I have and trust in. Binance scam always was. Why do we try to trust Kraken? Kraken was actually the first exchange I signed up on. I never used Kraken. I signed up on Kraken and I didn't like the interface, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do this. And I went to Binance. And after that I went to other exchange. But I never used Kraken. Edward Too Good 50. I do not know what you mean by that. 50 could be so many things. Let me see up here down a little bit. Yeah, every altcoin is down by, you know, 95% of altcoins on my list right now are down by, you know, I don't know if you can see this, but now you can see this. It's down by I cannot see. Can we just change this? No, you cannot. They're down by you know, 3 to 5%. Good morning. Ignore the FUD, focus on facts and reports. Focus on the charts. We don't read the news, we read the charts. Lost a lot of future port on Binance because of a bug, so I switched to Bybit. I mean, you know, bugs can happen, but you know, stuff happens. Nothing is as secure, guys. Nothing is secure. Can Binance fall down? Definitely. But if it falls down, it's gonna be a shit show. That's what I know. That said, the housing market is crashing. The financial crisis is gonna come. I don't think it's gonna come right now in December, but it's gonna come. When it comes to inflation will definitely rise more because of the electricity prices. Now electricity prices are going through the roof here in Norway, and I'm guessing they're going through the roof in the rest of the Europe as well. So the electricity prices, although they do affect me and you, they affect more the first level of the chain, supply chain. You know, the farmers, the producers, the excavators of the minerals. You know, the very first chain of the production is getting big time affected by electricity, because that's what you need to extract the value out of something. So when electricity prices goes up, the first chain gets more expensive, they rise prices, and then it goes up the chain, and then, you know, 6 months later we actually notice that. So right now that we are having this electricity crisis in you know, Norway and the world, I think that this is already affecting the first chain, the first part of the chain, and that's gonna be, you know, visible, you know, 3 to 6 months down the line. So so it means next year, right? It's not going that fast, not going that fast. But right now, I think already everybody that want to increase the prices already did. The prices are a little bit right now stable. There have also been a lot of, you know, money spending. So money volatility has been going up because we are coming into the December, into the you know, Christmas. So a lot of people have been spending money. Although they don't have money, they've still been spending all the money they have. And you know, I think it's gonna be okay over the Christmas. But you know, January, February, you know, March, up April, how that's gonna play out, hard to say. Europe is worse for electricity price. The rest of the world is not so bad. Yeah, Europe is definitely suffering right now when it comes, like in Norway, it's $9 right now, Norwegian crowns. That's you know, almost $1 per kilowatt hour. So it's insane. It's insane prices. And I've noticed a lot of people that don't have you know, money saved up, that they have, you know, if they have some kind of mortgage and they just got a regular job, they're struggling real hard. I mean, people are talking about, you know, how to save electricity, how to not shower, how to sleep in the cold. You know, it's really crazy. Like, and here right now in Norway, it's really cold. Right now it's minus 10 degrees or something like that, but they said in a couple of days it's gonna be minus 18 degrees or something like that. And I'm not even that far north, like I'm very far south in Norway. So, but still, like minus, it's gonna be minus 18. Like people need to, you know, keep the heat up, and so there's that. So, yeah, it's very cool. So to recap, Bitcoin, although it, you know, managed to hold certain levels, is still on the bottom of the channel. It still looks like it's gonna fall down. It's kind of just waiting. I think it's just waiting for these numbers to come out. CPI numbers, interest rate numbers. They're gonna be big. I think the probability right now is towards downside. It can bounce. It can definitely bounce. 100% it can do this. Because I don't know. I'm just saying that, you know, even though this is bullish, and I would expect some kind of bounce in any kind of other scenario, maybe, you know, it might be the fear talking. It might be the fear talking in me that, you know, we are gonna dump down because you know, everything else that's happening. But I don't think the numbers are gonna be that bad. So I don't think the numbers are gonna be that bad. We should pump, but I think that it should come something out before the pump, right? I think we're gonna go down first and then pump. That's the only thing I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying. But can we go right up here? I think that we can. So, you know, I'm not gonna make you know, big predictions on this one, you know. And when it comes to, you know, CPI numbers, interest rate, you know, press conference and stuff like that, these kind of events, we've seen the volatility before. Now you could, you know, look what happened before and how we went up, how we went down, what happened and stuff like that. But we're gonna say that, you know, history, you know, can repeat 1-2 times, but it doesn't repeat, you know, 6 times in a row. So, you know, I'm not gonna make any predictions on that. But how many times on the CPI reports? When CPI report out, what time is it our time? 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, 14:20, so 4 hours, 4 hours and 10 minutes, 4 hours and 9 minutes. So yeah, in 4 hours and 9 minutes, there will be CPI numbers. It won't be stream. I won't be streaming this. I will be away at work. So there's that. But 4 hours and 9 minutes. Now I'm not gonna leave you without anything over here today. If you need some kind of you know, hopium or something like that. I don't know if this hopium. He says I'm very concerned, or some kind of bearish you know, link.
Alright guys, I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned for the space. I'm very concerned for this.
He's very concerned. He's very concerned. Now, if you wanna watch the late list Ivan on Tech video, it's this one. I think it's a little bit in. I'm just halfway through it, so you know, there's that. But you know, you can watch it after this live stream. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, on the Zimbabwean dollar. So there's that. Okay, that's it for what I had for you today. I don't have anything else. I still expecting this to, you know, play out one way or other. Bitcoin doesn't look that bad. This is the thing. Like, altcoins are bleeding big time, but Bitcoin doesn't look that bad. You see here, even up here, you know, it went out of the channel, right back in channel, supporting up here, still going up, but still not above the resistance up here. There is this, you know, trend resistance up here. It's still not above the resistance, and it depends where you draw this resist line. Maybe the resist line should go something like this up here. I don't know, maybe something like this up here, give or take. I don't know, maybe up here, maybe something like this. I don't know, it's in the ballpark area here. If you go above, you know, 17.2 or something like that and start closing here on the 4 hourly, it might be actually quite nice, because then you are above the resistance. But right now it looks like, you know, last flush before moon. We also got, yeah, moons guys, moons. We got a full moon up here. We are still up from the full moon started, but not that much up, But you know, hopium is that this full moon up here is gonna, you know, propel us towards upside. And the bull market starts if we go up to the channel and break the channel towards upside. If this channel over here is broken towards upside, the bull market is on. Okay guys, I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. You know the drill. Bye bye.